take this now. I mean, definitely the favorite going into this matchup.
Yeah, now we're going into Iron Fortress, which does have a Zerg logo in the middle of the map, so see if that gives life any sort of feeling of being home. I still don't understand
Rock solid for Impregnable Fortress.
That's what it says on the map description. I don't know why there's a Zerg logo in the middle of the map. I think that's a bit strange.
The map creator, he's a Zerg player, I guess. That makes sense. Both players are ready to get into the game. We're going to start this momentarily. Terminator fidgeting a bit. Life, he looks totally fine. Life is so laid back, man. But anyway, let's go into the game right now. Game number 3 on Iron Fortress, Life versus Terminator.
KT roster Life, 이성현 vs. Gene Air Green Wings Terminator, 하재상.
Down here in the bottom right in the purple, our Zerg player, he is Life.
And his opponent to the top right, vertical spawns, is Terminator, who looks remarkably similar to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I guess.
I don't think he's ever said in public interviews why it is that he calls himself Terminator, but
he's a Hominator. That's why.
He's the Hominator. We saw that the Korean commentators were also discussing the Zerg logo in the middle of the map just moments ago. It is.
I think it should be removed. It shows favoritism. I don't think it's good for the game.
It's not good for the game. Listen, Blizzard, they took Swarm Host out. They just think they can slap a Zerg sticker on one of the GSL maps, and then everything's okay. Have you seen what they did to the Ravager in the Legacy beta? They nerfed it. They neutered it. They just.
David Kim's obviously a Protoss player.
David Kim never tried to balance a game before. Oh, wait a minute.
I
mean, this map, the thing I don't like about this map, while we're on this topic, as this is like the slow early game in this matchup, is I just don't like how it's very, it just looks uninteresting to me, in the sense that like it's very basic and very plain. A lot of people really like that about maps. The one map I liked the most for that, for being just like a map I love to practice 1v1s on,
was Steps of War.
No. Good guess, though. Newkirk Precinct.
Ooh.
Okay. Because it was a map that was in the Heart of the Swarm beta, and it was like just 1v1s, like rush distance is normal. You don't have to worry about 4-player scouts or random chances. It was just kind of like, okay, I'm going to keep practicing my build, see if these units are good. Good air distance to do drops and stuff like that. I mean, Newkirk Precinct, don't get me wrong, not a really good map in general, especially not at pro level, but for me it was like a fun map that was boring looking that I could practice on. But this, I'm like, this is just like a square with minerals that look the same on each edge of it.
Well, if all maps are square except Bonnie Research Station, current map pool.
I guess you're right.
That's, well, yeah, kind of.
Kind of.
I think.
Remember when Catalina was like actually like a 7-player map or something?
Oh yeah.
Thank God that was changed.
You don't like 4-player maps, really?
I really
it's a
don't like 4-player maps.
What?
I'm pretty against 3-player maps, but I feel like they're fair, they're okay. But 4-player maps, I'm like, nope. You just got unlucky, and that actually impacts the game way too much. Yeah, Frost. Was it Entombed Valley? I think was another 4-player map. It's just like you scout wrong, and then you're like, oh well. If I had scouted right, I could have actually dealt with this so easily. But I was scout wrong. I'm just like, why did I scout? I wasted money. I don't like that.
What was that map? Was it Way Station? That was like, you could spawn really long, far away, and then, or you could go like Steps of War.
Yeah, that was like a really cool concept of a map. That was the one thing I liked about just like that kind of idea. But that probe wants to block the hatch. The drone is having some second thoughts for a second. I think actually going to get that down, easily.
Whoa. We're going to see aggression out of Terminator. We see 3 extra gates.
Yeah, he's really committing this time. much faster and much more heavily. And continuing that chrono boost on that warp gate research. That probe is making a pylon just right there. Life is just simply put not ready for this. He has no vision of this.
Overlord.
And this is going to be so tilting. I feel like Life is so tilted based on that GG timing we had, and now he's just going to lose his base. I think there's like
he doesn't
no way
normally
he can
look
save it.
tilted, but he is tilted. You can tell, like you were saying, and
He has 6 lings on the map. He's making 2 more.
Terminator's like, if I just kill the third base, do I win? Like, Life will just leave if I kill the third base? Let me do that again.
Look at how much he's pooling here and how much he's distracting. Okay, Life sees it now, though.
Yeah.
Seeing is only half the battle when all you have is lings. You don't have a Roachborn versus Pure Zealot.
Life's going to go for a counterattack.
This is so smart, though, because he's not going to save this base. There's no way. Well, let's see how much the counterattack gets done.
Let's see if Life GG's. No, he canceled.
Well, he canceled this time. There's a sentry at home. He needs to get another unit up.
No more force fields. Not for a bit here.
He's making a ton of lings, but it's just Pure Ling versus Pure Zealot. Guess who wins this fight in most cases? Zealots are like designed to beat lings.
Yep.
Those cancel on that spine. Time warp on top of everything here.
That was really nice. Look at this position. Gets in between the hatchery and the minerals. Got that Mothership Core too, and Life is taking so much damage.
He's just making more and more lings, which is just not going to be good against the Zealot army, especially if he can't get surrounded.
That's a decent surround, but there are 4 gates up. There are so many warp pins coming in. And
the rest of the lings don't fight well. Look at the position here again by Terminator. Terminator's going to win
look
this
at
fight.
Life. Look at him in the booth. Talk about tilted. Here we go again.
Terminator just basically straight up playing a bit of a mind game and just, again, 2 games in a row.
I love it.
Chrono boost that early warp game, get that aggression out. GG.
GG. Terminator goes up 2-1 on Life.
Sometimes all it takes is a basic execution of a simple build to beat somebody who's playing greedy. Skipping Roach Warren. No vision of that pylon. Did not hunt. He got lazy almost in a sense. I don't want to call it lazy, but he was not diligent about finding out where that probe went, which is so important because if the probe just goes somewhere, could make a pylon, could scout you again later. If you're able to find it, you always want to kill that probe, and he just didn't have vision. And Terminator did a good thing of hiding the Zealots before they were ready, and then as soon as Life saw it, it was already pretty much too late.
Yeah.
Counterattack was his only hope, but there was obviously Terminator knew that too, so there was a sentry just in place for that.
And I know everybody is in the Twitch chat. They're like, oh, he got Protoss, Blizzard, please, Rito, please, But, like, this doesn't even have to do with Swarmos. This is Terminator winning the game before we even get there. And Life is just, like you said, playing a little bit greedy, not scouting it, and everything is going wrong for him. And if we see Life get kicked out of KeSPA Cup by Terminator, I don't know what's real anymore. I don't know what Life is.
So funny, like, earlier I said, oh, that was clever. Earlier I said, Fantasy said he thought he was the weakest player. Everyone was saying he was the weakest player in tournament. I said, if you look at the list, most people would say yeah, until he did really well in GSL, and then now we look at his results today. Then I was like, yeah, well, I guess he's looking better than Terminator. But now Terminator is like maybe about to beat Life, so.
Yeah. He's 1 game away, and Life has to win 2 in a row. Not a good